The rain was coming down hard that evening, the kind that blurs the world into silver and shadows. Liam stood outside his tiny garage, wiping the oil off his hands with an old rag that had seen better days. His eyes lingered on the flickering open sign. He knew it wouldn't be open much longer, not because of the time, but because tomorrow the landlord was coming to lock the doors. His garage was his life. His father had started it when Liam was barely 5. After his father's death, Liam had promised he'd keep it alive no matter what, but promises don't pay bills. The town was small, the customers fewer, and debt was swallowing him whole. He glanced toward the corner where a framed photo of him and his little sister, Mia, rested on the workbench. She was 12, her bright smile lighting up his world. Their mother had passed when Mia was just a baby, and Liam had become her whole world. She didn't know the garage was about to close. He couldn't break her heart like that. As he reached for his jacket, headlights cut through the storm. A black Rolls-Royce, the kind of car that had no business in his part of town, pulled into the muddy lot. He blinked, thinking it was a mistake, but the car slowed, stopped, and the back door opened. Out stepped a woman, elegant, confident, and clearly out of place. Her dark coat shimmered in the rain as she approached. "Are you open?" she asked, her voice calm but urgent. Liam nodded. "Yeah, barely. What's wrong with the car?" She sighed. "It just died on the road. I don't know what happened. It's brand new and no one else around here could help." "Let's take a look," Liam said, trying not to sound too nervous. Under the hood, he found something unusual. The engine wasn't just malfunctioning, it had been badly repaired before. A series of parts were misaligned, as if someone had tampered with it deliberately. "This isn't wear and tear," Liam muttered. "Someone messed with this." The woman frowned. "That's impossible. It's my assistant's job to take care of this car. Are you sure?" "Positive," he said, glancing up, "but I can fix it. Might take a few hours." She hesitated, checking her phone. "Fine, do what you can." While Liam worked, she wandered the garage, clearly uncomfortable. She'd never been in a place like this, with oil stains, rusted tools, and a single light buzzing overhead. Her name was Evelyn, one of the most successful businesswomen in the city. Billionaire, philanthropist, investor. She had built companies, bought empires, and crushed competitors, but here, surrounded by grease and grime, she felt oddly human. As the hours passed, she watched Liam work. His hands moved with precision, his focus unwavering, but what caught her attention wasn't his skill, it was the way he talked to himself. "Come on, Dad," he whispered once, "help me out here." That small sentence hit her harder than she expected. There was something pure in his voice, something she hadn't heard in a long time. By 2 a.m., Liam finally straightened up, his face tired but hopeful. "Try it now," he said. She turned the key, and the engine roared back to life. Evelyn smiled, almost surprised. "You did it." He nodded, wiping his hands again. "You had a bad alternator and a few disconnected wires. Whoever last touched this didn't know what they were doing." She closed the hood and looked at him curiously. "How much do I owe you?" He hesitated. Truthfully, he needed every penny. His rent was overdue and his sister needed new school supplies. But when he looked at her, he saw the kind of person who could pay 10 times what he'd ask, and that made him pause. "Just the cost of parts," he said softly. "I don't overcharge." She tilted her head. "You're an honest man, aren't you?" "Trying to be." Evelyn smiled faintly, then glanced at her car. "What if I made you an offer?" He frowned. "An offer?" She took a step closer, her eyes glimmering with something unreadable. "Fix this car completely, every part, every detail like new. You have 7 days. If you can make it perfect, it's yours." He froze. "Mine, you mean this car?" She nodded. "Yes, you'll own it if you can fix it flawlessly." He blinked in disbelief. Why would you do that?" She smiled. "Let's just say I like testing people." Then she turned, got into a waiting town car, and drove off into the rain, leaving Liam standing there, stunned, speechless, and trembling. That night, he didn't sleep. The thought of owning that car, a Rolls-Royce worth more than his entire life savings, was impossible. But more than the money, he saw something else, a chance, a test of his worth. And he swore to himself he wouldn't waste it. The next 7 days were brutal. Liam worked from dawn till past midnight, scavenging parts, calling in old favors, even selling his own motorbike to buy materials. His hands blistered, his eyes burned, but every bolt he tightened carried his father's spirit with it. Mia brought him meals, cheering him on. "You're gonna make it, Liam, I know you will." By the sixth night, the car looked brand new, but something still bothered him, a faint clicking in the transmission that didn't belong. He couldn't let it go. He tore it all apart again, even though he was exhausted. By morning, his fingers were bleeding, but when he turned that key one last time, the car purred like a dream. That afternoon, Evelyn returned. Her driver dropped her off at the gate and she walked into the garage in a white coat, every step confident, every glance sharp. Liam stood beside the car, nervous but proud. "Is it ready?" she asked. He nodded, perfect inside and out. She walked around it, inspecting every inch. Then she stopped, opened the door and sat behind the wheel. The engine started smooth, flawless. She revved it slightly, listening. Her eyes widened. "You even fixed the hidden alignment issue," she said, almost to herself. No one was supposed to notice that. Liam smiled faintly. "I noticed everything." Evelyn got out slowly, her expression unreadable. "Do you know why I chose you?" she asked. He shook his head. She looked him straight in the eyes. "That car was tampered with, not broken. It was part of a test. I've been looking for someone honest, hardworking, and detail-oriented to run a new auto division in my company. Most mechanics I met either lied, overcharged, or gave up. You didn't." Liam's heart stopped. "Are you saying?" She smiled. "The car is yours, yes, but so is the job if you'll take it."